We need some potatoes, egg, got potato here, wooden spoon, we got our rasp, and I'm gonna show you how to make potato pancakes. Alright, hello everyone, George Slackek here, the one and only, and I'm gonna show you today how to make potato pancakes. That's something you probably don't expect from me, because would you come to me for advice on how to cook your breakfast? Probably not. That's why you need to subscribe to my channel, because there's always going to be another surprise. This time you're going to thank me for it because it's delicious. So let me start off by showing the ingredients. What do we need to make potato pancakes? Well, obviously we need some potatoes. In this case, we're going to feed 2 persons, and normally I use 2 large potatoes. Well, today I'm going to use 1 large one and 2 smaller ones. We also need a good sized onion, medium size, or I don't know if you would consider this one a big one, but this is the one I'm going to use. Onion. Potato pancakes would not be good without eggs. We're going to use 2. Finally, we also need flour. Normally, I like to use whole wheat flour. We're out of that right now, thanks to the lineups at the superstore, but hey, all-purpose flour will do just fine. Then we also need olive oil. You can use any kind of vegetable oil. We need a grater, a medium-sized bowl. I like to use this one, a flipper to flip the pancakes once they're in the pan, and I think that's it. So if I forgot anything, remind me in the comments. Thank you. Another important item that we need is the wooden spoon, because I'm going to show how you could do potato pancakes from scratch. And you need a spoon. This one's my favorite. Now I'm going to get right into it. Okay, first we're going to just wash the potatoes. I just rinse them with water. These ones, they are usually very clean already when they come out of the bag, but they are potatoes that come from the ground. So we want them, like if there's any dirt in the cracks and stuff, and this one's been growing roots, we just wash that right off. Whatever is still left on it, it'll get killed when we cook it. Start off with our little potato. I like to use this side of the rasp because it makes a very fine potato mixture, and this is how it's done. You don't have to sing when you do this, but it kind of gives it the energy, the potato pancake energy that we all love so much. You haven't even tasted them yet, right? You'll be amazed, but you gotta make them. Potato number 2. Yeah, I'm doing this all right here by the kitchen sink, because sometimes my hands get full of stuff, and then I can just rinse them off. And finally, the big potato. That's the potato pancake song. Now I take my fingers and I take whatever potato is still on the rasp, or on the grater you want to call it. Take it right off there. Don't need to rinse this yet, because I'm going to use the exact same grater for the onion, except the onion needs to be prepared. Yeah, I got a knife. And I cut off the end, which allows me then to take off the peel real easily. That'll go into the compost after. But right now, we're just gonna drop it in the sink and pick it up later. See, I just take out the outer layer and everything else stays just the way it is. There, I can even use this as a handle, like that. This is the onion. It's a big size onion. But the onion adds a kind of moisture to the pancakes that nothing else can do. And you'd be surprised about the flavor it gives to the pancakes. Even though we use them, you can eat them with molasses, one of my favorites. You can eat them with syrup, maple syrup, or you could just put jam on them, or if you have any other suggestions, you can leave me a comment, because I'm sure there are many other ways that I don't even know of yet to enjoy potato pancakes. I find the onion is the hardest part to grate because it's so moist. And when you're grating this, you're not supposed to speak moistly, because then, just kidding. It's onion, it's gonna make me cry. There, get out of it whatever I can. As much onion as possible. Okay, now I'm at the point where I can rinse off my grater. Once again, I take off whatever onion is on there because I want the maximum bang for my onion. Oh man. These onions are making me cry. All right, that's it. There, for now I'm just gonna rinse out the major stuff and I'll do the rest later. Next step, adding the eggs. Gotta find a way to break them, and usually the edge of the cutting board does the trick. Split them in two, and again make sure that all the egg comes out of the shell. So now I'm just gonna rinse off my hands. The next step is take the wooden spoon and mix this. Mix it to make a uniform consistency. A nice gooey potato, onion, egg mixture. And if we were to put it onto the into the frying pan right now, it would definitely be way too liquid, and it wouldn't keep its shape. It would fall apart. So that's where the flour comes in. So I just dig in there, take about a half a cup or so, like this. It's eyeball principle. I don't measure nothing. You should try it just by trial and error. And I guarantee that by the second or third time, you'll have the hang of it too. In the meantime, you can still eat the result and it'll also be delicious. Now the mixture gets a lot thicker, and it's almost ready to go. Now what I like to do to give it the extra touch is add just a little bit of pure olive oil. And we're also going to use this on our frying pan because we don't want the pancakes to stick. So again, I mix this in, and I think our pancake batter is ready. I can tell that this is gonna make delicious pancakes. The best. The next thing, we're going to move over to the stove. This is the mixture right there. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, now we got our pancake mixture. Move it over to the stove. First step is to preheat the pan, which I could have done before, but I was too busy thinking about how I'm going to record this. I'll be right back with the olive oil because we have to pour that on there to prevent it from sticking. Just pour a tiny little bit, and then I can see when it gets all distributed evenly, then I know that it's got the right heat. It's still going to take a minute or so to heat this properly, so yeah, shut you off. Okay, now we got the right heat. The pan is ready. I got the flipper here, but I'm going to use the wooden spoon to put the batter into the pan like this. Then I'm going to spread it out. It's usually 2 scoops that I need, and then I flatten it as much as I can without making holes. That'll be just about perfect. They say the first pancake is always not so good. I beg to differ on that. The trick is to preheat your pan. Now I'm just waiting for it, and I'm watching for it to dry up at the top, but not completely. It's just a fine line, because we don't want just pancakes. We want the perfect potato pancakes. Just a little bit brown on the outside. Then we know the potato is completely cooked. I think it's ready to flip. I'll make sure that it doesn't stick. That can be tricky on the first one. And this is how I flip it. 1, 2, 3. Boom! That almost went perfectly. Anyways, you can see the color of it. It's just perfect. Now I'm going to heat up my other frying pan. That is only to keep them fresh and warm and moist while the other ones are cooking before we serve them. Important to put the lid on that because otherwise they'll dry out. And I got the heat really low. It's just on number 1, barely enough to keep them fresh. Now I gotta transfer that. Just another few seconds or so. And then the second and the third, and all subsequent pancakes are exactly the same. And if we're going to enjoy them with molasses, we keep it in the fridge and it's very thick. So if I put it here, it'll be easier to pour. And I should be watching my pancake carefully. Sometimes I make the mistake of guessing that I know the right time, and then I go and do something else just for a minute, and when I come back the pancake is burned, so don't make that mistake. This one's just about perfect now to flip it. Just about now. Just waiting for it to cook. Okay, that's how you make pancakes. We make these every Sunday, and it's a German specialty. That's where I'm originally from, Germany. I grew up on pancakes like that. Alright, I think you get the picture. Get out the utensils, go get some potatoes, some onion, egg, flour, olive oil, and get cooking. And then you invite me to your house so I can tell you my expert assessment on your pancakes. Thank you for watching. So the pancakes are ready. I already put some molasses on this one. As you can see, try and spread it evenly without putting too much on there. And now we're going to serve this.
Ooh.
Hi.
Hi.
Enjoy.
Oh,
You like them?
I like them.
So there you have it. Get busy.